What's going on YouTube? My name is Sweat and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to instantly improve your Apex Legends game to the next level. I'll be giving you tips in this video that everyone should be able to understand, whether it's a beginner player or a more advanced player. If you guys have not already subscribed to the channel yet, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 15K, guys. Thank you so much for the recent support. And go over, hit my Twitch with a follow. The link will be down in the description below. We always have a good time over there when I am live. Turn those notifications on and let's get into some tips. Now, this is a tip that I don't see anyone else talking about, but honestly, doing this has got me to the skill level I am currently at to this day, and made me the player I am to this day. That tip is fighting for loot instead of cleaning out whole villages before engaging in gunfights. What I mean by this is grabbing the essentials and engaging teams right off the jump. And by essentials, I don't mean run in with just a Mozambique and a grenade, guys. I mean grab a shield, obviously, and grab a viable weapon that you're used to using and can actually do damage with. Pushing teams off the rip will not only save you time looting, because you will just end up taking their loot once you eliminate them, but it will also do other things for you, such as improving your skills with different weapons, getting used to fighting with minimal gear, improving raw gun skill, will give you a better chance at high kill games, and much more. Now let's get this straight. I'm not saying that you can't loot anything other than the enemies that you eliminate. I'm simply saying don't spend all day looting areas. Because what is this going to do for you if you don't have any gun skill or game sense? Quick disclaimer though, I am strictly talking about public matches in this tip. Loot up in ranked, because if you guys are playing ranked in the first place, I hope you are comfortable with the game, and just know that ranked plays way differently than public matches. Now here's one of those tips that can also apply to real life, and that's to hold yourself to a high standard. Should never be just trying to scrape by, whether it's in a video game or in real life. And if anybody's trying to tell you that you aren't good enough or aren't going to make it anywhere, or you're getting bullied over a video game, for God's sakes, like I have people coming to my Twitch chat all the time saying their friends are bullying them or whatever, you have my permission to tell them to fuck right off. Now I don't swear often in my videos because I know some kids watch, but seriously, those kids are all idiots. Don't listen to them. And now you're going to probably wonder, how does this relate to Apex Legends? In every single aspect of the game, that's how. You should never be settling for mediocrity, whether it's your accuracy, your positioning, your rotations, your KD. Literally anything that has to do with Apex, you can improve on by practicing and learning from your mistakes. And you know who's okay with not improving and just gives up if they get killed a few times? Losers. And if you're watching this video right now, I know you aren't a loser because you're trying to improve, and you wouldn't be if that were the case. So multiple times in the past, I've said to master every single weapon in the game along with each individual recoil pattern that the gun provides. And this statement is very true, but also you don't want to be picking up weapons that are complete garbage if you don't have to. Make sure you guys are using weapons that are currently viable options in the game and what will kill enemies the fastest, especially if you're focused on winning more engagements and winning more games in general. Let's say, for example, in the current state of a game, in the game right now, the R301 and the Prowler are two of the best weapons, which they are. You are going to want to pick these weapons up because if you have these weapons and are going up against someone who doesn't, as long as you hit your shots, you should be winning the fight most of the time. Now, take that statement with a grain of salt, though, because a lot of factors play a part in winning an engagement, such as positioning, distance of the fight, and a bunch of other things. In this tip, we are purely focused on weapon choices and combinations, though. Another huge tip is controlling the gunfight. To do this, you are going to want to keep two things in mind: cover and pace. Now, in order to control the fight with cover, you're going to first need one essential thing. Cover. I mean, I just said it, guys. It was like in the tip there. But always being aware of cover will give you an extra fallback plan in case the fight doesn't start out in your favor and you don't get the primary damage on your opponent. You always want to put yourself in the best position, whether that's head glitching a barrier, peeking around a corner, or playing positional terrain advantages such as hills in certain situations. As for the pace of the gunfight goes, You want to be the one taking the first shot and have the chance to be aggressive. An important thing to note though, if you are taking the first shot, you have to hit it, because if you don't, you're going to put yourself in a bad scenario. If you find yourself on the opposite side of this situation where you are the one getting gunned down, then you're going to need to communicate with your teammates so they can allow you some breathing room to heal and reposition. I know everybody doesn't have communication with their teammates though through the microphone, so make sure you are pinging if you get into a tough situation. Movement and mobility are two keys in Apex Legends to surviving and winning more fights. You have to always be moving in order to avoid getting shot by snipers from long range and make it tougher for enemies to hit you up close. As for long range goes, like I said, you always want to be moving back and forth even if you are trying to line up a shot from far away. The reason you want to be doing this is because the moment you guys stand still, you could get deleted from the game instantly. As for close range gunfights, the reason you want to be strafing back and forth is to switch up the enemy's aiming angles. If you are standing completely still, the enemy doesn't have to switch up the angles on their shots at all. While if you're jumping around and strafing back and forth, crouching, doing whatever you can to avoid their bullets, they won't be consistently hitting you because they're going to be trying to aim straight, and that's just not going to work. If you are doing advanced movements, they're not going to be able to hit as many shots, and you are going to find yourself winning more gunfights. Side note though, quickly, this is also going to mess with your aim a little, so you're going to have to practice in the firing range, bouncing around, sliding, jumping, crouching, doing whatever, and still being able to hit your shots consistently. Now this one is a super quick tip in case you guys don't have a lot of time to warm up and you're just hopping on the game for like an hour or two and you don't want to spend the whole 15 to 30 minute training session going through your whole aim training course. This is just to pick up weapons that you usually use in a match. I'd pick 3 to 4 weapons that you normally run with. For me, probably it'd be the 301, the 99, the wingman, and the peacekeeper, and I just go back and forth shooting the targets, shooting the moving targets in the firing range. You can even turn on the bots so they shoot back at you. Like I said, this is just a little tip in case you're running short on time and you want to practice, but not actually spend the whole time practicing, you know what I mean? Not go through the whole thing, but just get your shot warmed up enough so that you're frying. Now I know the title of this video says instantly improve your Apex Legends game, but if you've never played the game before and are brand new, then this tip will take some time to adjust to. Finding the type of player you are is crucial in Apex Legends. Are you an aggressive player? Are you a passive player? Do you like to hold down buildings? Do you like to be the leader of the pack? Do you like to stay behind your squad and scout out the areas? These are all valid questions that will have different answers depending on the type of player you are. So once you have some experience with the game and know how you play, then adjust accordingly. Such as if you are an aggressive player, then you should probably watch the video I'm going to link at the end on my end screen about how to play aggressive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.